Very good morning to everyone. I welcome to you all to this amazing learning session that we conduct on every Fridays, but today is something special. So we are conducting on Thursday, Saturday as well. My name is Preeti. I'm one of the sales specialists at Protege. Before I start with the introduction, let me give you a quick overview about our institution. Protege is a certification institute which provide upskilling courses to the professionals like HR generalists, HR analytics, advanced certification program, POSH train the trainer to deliver POSH trainings, business analytics for manager certification, corporate trainer and facilitator certification, certified practitioner coach certification, as well as emotional intelligence trainer and coach certification. We also provide customized programs. So all the programs are accredited by the topmost bodies like ICF, SHRM, HRCI, CPD, and IBEC. I'm so glad to see once again today many existing students, team members, and aspiring students of Protege who have joined this amazing learning session. I would like to ask you a question, which I usually ask on every webinar. How do you deal with stress in your day-to-day life? I would like to repeat my question once again. How do you deal with your stress in your day-to-day life? You can please share your concern, your thoughts, or you can unmute yourself. You can raise your hand as well. I'll be very happy to take up. I would like to repeat my question. Yes, Umang.
So the way of dealing with the stress in regular life is to go with Preeti ma'am, have some energizers, right, and smile often. So I think this is the best energizer we can ever have. So I really get inspired by you. I really get a smile on my face and energy often. So that's something that's a part of being stress free all the time.
Thank you so much, Umang. Yes, Dineshji.
Yeah, so for me, if there is a stress, so I spend time with myself. So it's my time there, and when I spend that time with myself and initialize what is there. So there are many things which I forget to do or maybe miss to do. So I do that thing in that particular time to get stress free. And there are list of activities which actually we miss to get, and that's why we are stressed. But
Okay. Would you like to share some of the what about the tips that we can be stress free?
yes, I would suggest that please take out your me time. That is very important. Please don't underestimate yourself. You are the best. Um Looking into the mirror and saying, yes, I'm the best.
Great.
So this is something very important that you have to say to yourself because nobody is coming and saying it to you in your day to day life. Then, if you have a pet, I think that's the best stress buster apart from the kids. So, I have a small doggy, so I just play with him, and Agnes is smiling because she knows about that. And
Yeah.
another thing is if you have any kind of spiritual thing that you want to do or you relate to, so if being optimistic and just leave everything to that supremacy because that will help you a lot. And if you are not creative, I would definitely suggest from my side that you have to be creative. It can be anything, any kind of a creation because that is yours. Even if you write an article, write two lines, do some cooking, present it beautifully, so you feel that inner satisfaction that yes, now this is okay, this is perfect. I have to do something better next time. So challenge yourself.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dineshji, for sharing your thoughts.
Thank
Agnes.
you.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, stress happens to everybody. The moment you come to a class, sit there, and even sitting there, you are stressed. What will happen? Will I behave properly? So, what I do with my students is I bring them to the present. Be mindful of the present. I take them to a small breathing exercise. 5 counts, breathe in, hold it for 4 counts, breathe out. By the time they do it for 3 or 4 rounds, they are already calm and present. Be aware of yourself. You will find that your breathing has reduced. You have become, much more normal. Then you can carry on with your other activities, you know. Because at that moment when you're feeling stressed, you cannot really go do and jump and do an activity. You have to calm yourself down. So take a pause, be in the moment.
Thank you so much, Agnish, for sharing your thoughts. Yes, Subhaji.
Thank you. Actually, I believe that in case of the stress, you have to take a. I'm 100% agreeing with the Agnes, and you have to take a pause and analyze the where from the stress is coming. If it is in under your control, if you
Hello. Subhashi, are you there?
hello,
Yes.
clear? Hello.
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
No, actually, there was this call and it's spam call. So you have to, if you can control, then you have to control it. Otherwise, you have to believe that it will go automatically. But you have to take a pause to calm you down. You have to take a pause to calm you down. If you can control, just control it where from the stress is coming. And if you cannot, then you just keep it with, with the stress things, it will automatically go out. This is my belief. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much, Subhaji, for sharing your thoughts. So we have got many responses in the chat box also: reading, cooking, exercise. Most of them has mentioned listening to music. Yes, even I do prefer to listen to music. So now let's begin the learning session with Nivetha and Nidhi, our guest speakers of today's morning. I would like to take a moment to introduce everyone with our today's guest speakers, Nivetha Shankar, who is a budding corporate trainer, soft skill corporate trainer with 5+ years of diverse experience in IT and HR departments. Her past experiences include Citrix administrator at Cognizant and senior consultant recruiter and international business process in People First Circulants at Chennai. Her vision is to merge the power of psychology with practical trainings to help others in tackling life challenges. So, her motive in life is to spread happiness wherever she goes. Coming into Nidhi's profile, she is a certified corporate trainer, avid Toastmaster, train the trainer holder at Roundtable India, passionate ladies circle, and board member at Cafe. It's our honor to have Nivetha and Nidhi with us today morning. Over to you, Nivetha.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm very excited to see all of you over here today. Even it is a Saturday, but still you people are here by logging into the session. And thank you so much, Preeti, for giving a warm introduction of both of us. We feel really privileged. Okay. So guys, we have already started speaking about stress. What is the stress management principles that you use? Okay, but still, actually, I forgot to do my exercises today morning. With all of your permission, can we do it together to just come out of the daily routine? Yeah, then I would like to request everybody to stand up from your places and make yourselves comfortable because we are getting inside the animal emoji fusion workout where we will be placing few pictures along with some reactions of emoji along with the music. I request you to do the stretches along with the music and show the reaction on face. Are we ready? Good. Good that everybody did in a positive way and sportive way. I really love the way you people did. And I could see many faces like Shubhasji was doing with so much of expressions and Agnes as usual, and even few of the other members. So sorry if I'm not mentioning the name, but I could see everybody doing it in a good way. I'm feeling very energetic. I hope you all are feeling the same way, right? So without any delay, we can just delve into today's topic, which is stress bursting blueprint. So, as the topic says, we are here to explore some practical strategies which will help us to tackle the physical, mental, emotional, and behavioral stresses that you go through on a daily basis, be it a work pressure, be it a family problem, be it the problems with your children or your own depression. These strategies that we will be discussing in today's webinar will help you navigate stress very effectively. Okay, so I would like to ask you all, I would like to hear from you all. what kind of physical pains that you go through on a daily basis? Can you please raise hands or please unmute yourselves and tell me what are the physical pains that you go through on a daily basis?
In one of my leg, I am facing some issues. Means whenever I put the foot down, I feel slight pain. So I have changed the means actually the slippers, in-house slipper.
Wow. Okay. So can I hear from Mr. Suchit?
Yeah, Nivita. Sometimes neck pain, headache, sometimes due to some stomach ache also, and leg, feet, anything from toe to
From
head.
top to bottom.
Sometimes, yes,
Entire body is
yes.
paining.
Sometimes or other in daily life.
We can't hear
You're
you.
on mute. I'm sorry. As everybody faces different physical pains on a daily basis, of course, we might have headaches or whatsoever. So, this is something called physical stress. When we talk about stress, generally people will think mental stress or depression, but this is something very important, physical stress. It is nothing but the strain that you face or that you express or experience on your body by doing some poor postures, weightlifting, or repetitive motions. Without identifying what physical stress you have in your body, it's very difficult to manage your daily routines, right? So, straight away, we will see what kind of tips we can carry forward in order to settle or in order to come out of the physical stress. Uh, Everybody is busy on their daily routines, and we will hardly find time to take care of ourselves or think about ourselves. But these tips will help you to do such exercises or such therapies while you work, while you are in the workplace itself. Okay. So I would like to ask one question. So you are feeling stressed, or else if your boss is screwing you up saying what mess work you have done, suddenly a person crosses across you with a good fragrance. What will be your mentality? You can use the chat box, you can unmute yourself and talk. I will repeat the question. If you are feeling down, and if somebody crosses you with a good fragrance, what will be your mentality?
Yeah, Nivita, I would definitely feel good about it because smelling good is something which enhances your hormones, like, and it gets that senses to your brains, to your
Ex-
through your nerves, and uh, feeling pleasant, looking pleasant itself is a kind of a emotion, and where you don't have to say anything. It's like someone passes by and you get it through. So
Great. So
And
see how
the
Dinesh has
attention gets
expressed.
diverted.
I'm sorry?
Attention gets diverted.
Yeah, exactly. Diversion. So, in whatever situation you are, even I could see some messages in the chat giving a refreshing feel, instant, good, it may be for a little time, something. Yes, of course. When you are feeling stressed and if you come across a good fragrance, definitely for a minute or for a fraction of second, you come out of the stress, right? So that's what is called as aromatherapy. Can we have the slide, please? Exactly. I hope few of us are aware of the term aromatherapy. So, aromatherapy doesn't only give you good mental peace, but there are few properties which will ease your physical strain. For example, lavender oil. This everything is has been extracted from the natural plant itself. It has no harms. So, lavender oil gives you calmness property. It increases your sleep, and peppermint oil on the other side, it helps you to relieve from headache and it increases your cognitive abilities. So eucalyptus oil, you know, everybody uses it for infection properties, anti-inflammatory properties. And rosemary oil, of course, it gives you reliefs from knee pain. I think Subhash sir was talking about knees and joint pain. So you can use the rosemary oil. So what the beauty of these oils are, you can have a diffuser. put 2 or 3 drops in the diffuser and just spray it across your room. Or else you can straight away smell it with the small pocket kind of bottles you can get it outside. You can directly smell it, or you can apply it to the pain areas of your physical body along with a blender or a carrier oil, which will not give you any harm. So by doing these things, you can get rid of the physical stress.
वो सिक्योरिटी गार्ड को फिर से बोलो, मैं अप्रूव करती हूँ.
I think somebody is unmuted. Can you please mute yourself? Yeah, thank you, thank you. So this is, in this way, you can use aromatherapy to come out of the physical stress. So now, we have discussed what kind of remedies we can take if we have some physical stress. But what if we can avoid getting inside the physical stress itself? Only if you get physical stress, you wanted to buy aromatherapy products. What if you don't want have those stresses on your body? Have you heard about the term ergonomics before? Have anybody heard? Yeah, if anybody knows, can you please tell me what is ergonomics, please?
It's basically, I would say, it's the body structure and the postures that people maintain, like while doing a lot of typing on the computer. So they just develop the CTS, which is the carpal tunnel syndrome, because they are not typing it properly. Neck pain due to just lowering down their neck and not giving that stretches and the exercises. So the body ergonomics is basically the way we posture ourselves and we structure ourselves. So
Great. That was a good explanation, Mr. Dinesh. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and opinions on the ergonomics. I would like to say ergonomics is like designing your own environment or your workspace in such a way it fits you perfectly, making your work easier and life even more comfortable. So right now, I request Nidhi to stop sharing your screen. I would like to share you a video where you can see list of ergonomics products which you can daily use in your workspace. Okay, so let me just share you the screen. Yeah, can you please show me your thumbs up if you are able to see the screen? Okay, great. So if you can look at the pictures, ergonomic keyboards, there are products called ergonomic keyboards. It helps you to low or less have a less pain on your wrist, because the general keyboards which we generally use, we used to tend to use like this, and our hands will become painful after a long time of usage. But this has been designed in such a way that your wrist pain will lower down. And as usually the mouse that we generally use, but this is of different kind. You have a monitor stand or a riser. It has an adjustable stand where you can put up or down based upon your height, and laptop stand as well. And the very beautiful thing I noticed is this, the document holder. People who are typing for a long time by referencing a Word document or referencing a paper or a pamphlet, you can just have an adjacent folder, keep the paper on the screen, next to the screen, and type. So see how easy your life has become. And you have a task lighting. Your eyes are more important. Nowadays, people working in corporate sector, they use more of systems. Lights are very important for their eyes. So these will help you to reduce your eye strain. So by doing all these things, by using all these products in your workspace, you can easily avoid physical stress. So now let us go on to the next concept or next tip that I would like to share. I would like to ask everybody to keep your hands in front of your face. Yeah, okay. So just find the webbing spot from which is between your index finger and your thumb finger. I hope you can see my hand. This is the webbing spot. Okay, just gently press inside, gently, not very strong. And just close your eyes, feel the peace by pressing the webbing point. Yeah, I will not ask you what do you feel, but I would like to tell you that this is something called large intestine 4, LI4 acupressure technique. This acupressure technique helps you to reduce your headache. Physically or clinically proven that this webbing point has a direct connection for your headaches. When you do a small pressure on this point, it will help you to reduce your headache. You don't have to go to hospitals, you don't have to take tablets, or you don't have to sleep. You can directly do this by sitting at your place when you're working. So we have a lot of acupressure techniques like stomach 36, which is helpful for your reducing your knee pain, bladder 40 for your lower back pain, and spleen 6 for menstrual cramps, insomnia as well. So by using these acupressure techniques, you can reduce your physical strain by sitting at your place itself. And we also have something called stretches, the muscle stretches. We initially did some stretches, right? With the music at the background. So these stretches, something, for example, the neck stretch, the hand stretch, your shoulder stretch, your chest, your upper back, your wrist and forearm, and your hip flexor. These stretches can be done by in your face itself without moving from your place. So you don't have to worry. You can reduce your pains. So by doing these physical exercises or by doing these techniques, by following these techniques, you can reduce your physical stress. So right now, I would like to say by reducing the physical stress, you will be mentally free from stress also, right? So, but if you are not noticing what physical stress you are going through, and if it is going for a long time, obviously mental stress will start coming. Fine. So I would like Nidhi to stop share the screen. Now let's all play a brain game. Let's all forget about what the physical stress we were discussing. Let's all play a brain game. So I will be giving you one word. Okay, I will be giving you one word and I'll be requesting somebody to tell a word which is related to the first word I told. For example, if the word is, and if I call somebody and say something related to chocolate, you can say cocoa or you can say Cadbury, whatever comes in your mind, but that should be related to chocolate. And I will be asking the second person to tell the word which is related to the first person. Fine? Are you getting what the game is? Sure. So let me start. The word is tree. I would request Mr. Akash Chowdhury to tell a word which is related to the word tree.
There is a voice issue. Can you please come again?
I'm sorry?
There is a voice issue. There's a network issue. Can you please come again?
Okay, I would like to ask you to tell a word which is related to the word tree.
It's like a plant.
Plant. Great. Thank you. Okay, the word is plant right now. Can I ask Jaspreet Kaur to tell what is the word related to plant?
Hibiscus.
Hibiscus. Okay. It has gone to flower right now. Okay. Thank you. I would like to ask Mr. Prakash Rathur to tell the word related to hibiscus.
Oxygen.
I'm sorry?
Oxygen.
Oxygen. Wow. Very good one. Thank you, Mr. Prakash. And now the word is oxygen. Let me hear from Mr. Satyam. What will be the word which is related to oxygen? Or even Mr. Prashant Kumar.
Photosynthesis.
I'm sorry?
Photosynthesis, a process done by plant.
Okay, it's a plant.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis. Okay, great. Okay, fine. I think we have got few set of words. Initially, we started with the word tree. We have ended with the word photosynthesis, right? Do you find some random connection between the word tree and photosynthesis? Do you have?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. So we have a random connection by connecting two random words. It's as simple as that. Then why don't we have connection for every situation that is going on in our life? Of course, we will have a generic reason or a reasonable things. So we have to think in such a way that whatever happens in our life, we have a reason for it. So I would like to start telling that we are going to discuss about mental stress. So mental stress is nothing but a psychological strain or a thoughtful strain that you get on a daily basis because of internal or external factors, again, when it comes as family problems or work problems, whatever it is. Fine. So I would like to give a scenario. Okay, so I would like to tell a scenario. I request everybody to listen to it very keen in with a very good listening skills, please. So after I complete telling the story or the scenario, I would request somebody to follow my instructions. Okay, I request everybody to listen to it. Sarah. There is a girl, Sarah, who is a very hardworking professional, gets dressed up well, sits in front of the screen. She switches on the video conference meeting session and she's ready for the session. She sees that everybody, apart from her, everybody is well dressed up. She has got a low self confidence. Now it's time for Sarah to present her work in front of everybody. But she says to herself, "Oh, Sarah, what if you mess up?" By having the negative thought in her mind, she starts presenting her works. Initially, she struggles a lot to show her work in spite of such a hard work she has put in for that. Now, immediately, some committee members asks her some questions. She immediately faces a technical glitch. She becomes very nervous and asks for a short break. Okay. So, friends, I request you to think yourselves in the place of Sarah. Now, everybody is facing the same issue. You are nervous, you have low self confidence, and you are asked some questions, but you're not being answering. I mean, you're not being answered because of the technical glitch. I request Ms. Nidhi Keshri to just say what are the 5 things that you immediately see around you. You just tell me or name the 5 things that you see around you.
My laptop, my cell phone, Umang is sitting across, there are chair, tables.
Okay. Thank you so much, Nidhi. I will tell you why I'm asking you to do this, fine. And then now I request Neha Sood to tell me some 3 things that you can hear around you.
My name. One
Okay.
is asking for water, and 2 things only I heard.
Okay, not an issue. Thank you for telling the answers. And now I would request Miss Lalita to tell me one thing that you can taste from your place.
Sorry, come again.
Can you please tell me one thing that you can taste where from your place right now? You don't have to go out, you don't have to go to the kitchen.
I
Just
have
tell
my
me
water bottle. I have my water bottle. I just could have a sip of water now.
Okay, great. Thank you, Lalita. So friends, see, I asked few people to do something. I wanted to know from them, what was the feeling when I asked you to say the names of the 5 things which you have around you, or 3 things that you can hear, or 1 thing that you can taste? Definitely,
All
you might
stress gone.
have.
All stress gone. You
All
have
stress gone.
concentrated all stress gone.
Exactly.
You have concentrated in the other matters.
Exactly. So whenever you feel very stressed, at first
Yeah.
you need to calm yourselves down. So
Yeah.
this is something called grounding technique, my friends. This is called grounding technique. You need to see 5 things around you, 4 things
Think
you need to
different things.
touch which
Yeah.
is around you. Yeah. And 3 things that you can hear from the place where you are, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. By doing this 5 senses exercise, you can calm yourselves from the peak of the stress that you have. Once you calm
So
down
don't you
yourself,
think
you
that
can.
this is applicable only for the small stress?
No.
No.
By
If the stress is very, very high, means from the workplace or from your boss, it will not go like this. You have to take action.
Yes, Mr. Shubhas ji, I can agree what you're saying, but by practicing this from now onwards, even for small stresses, when you face a big stress, you will
Yeah.
eventually calm yourselves without doing or
Very,
tasting something, without
very,
taking
very
five
good.
things from their place.
Yeah.
Practice is very important and mindset is very important. When you
Thank
calm
you.
yourselves from the beginning, at the peak stress or when your boss shouts at you, you can immediately calm yourself saying that this is nothing, I can calm myself, right? Mindset is very important. So after calming down yourselves, you can eventually start thinking of the solution. So this is something called cognitive behavioral therapy, right? So we will have to identify the negative thoughts within us and challenge the negative thoughts, convert it to the positive thoughts. In the case of Sarah, she has identified the negative thoughts such as, I have low self-confidence, I'm not looking good, what if I mess up? So these are the negative thoughts that she has identified. What if she challenges them with some alternative thoughts, saying that what if others also feel the same? What if other colleagues are facing some technical issues, or what if others feel that other people are good looking than her, right? So you have to have some alternate thoughts and then now replace the negative thoughts with positive thoughts, saying that I have put in so much of effort to present today. I will definitely do my best. I will not think what is going to happen next. So after thinking all these things, she will calm herself and start looking for the solution, right? So cognitive behavioral therapy is a clinically proven technique which helps you to change your behavioral patterns, which is negatively impacting your current behavior, also your current mental mood. Fine. So right now, I think we have some text in the chat. Yes, Mr. Dinesh. As I told you in the beginning, mindset is very important. It's all in the mind. So, how far you train your mind, that will help you to reach the goal. Okay. So, also the next step which we can follow is the affirmations, the positive affirmations. You might have seen the movie all three idiots, all is well, right? So always have some positive affirmations. Say, I can do it, I have the capability, I'm not alone. By doing some affirmations, telling some affirmations to yourselves, you can feel free from all the stress. And right now I would like to ask somebody one question. Can you please list three thankful situations or three thankful things that Sarah can feel at her current situation? It can be joys, it can be some supportive relationships, etc. So I would like to hear from um, Ritika Kalra to just tell me at least one thankful attitude that Sarah can think from her situation. Okay, fine. The floor is open. Anybody can say what is some thankful situation or what is some thankful thing that Sarah can think about?
First thing is that she should be grateful and thankful that she has a job to do.
Exactly. So by thinking some thankful things, by having some gratitude of what she already has, will help her to sort out the other issues. Not everybody has everything in their place, right? You need to be thankful first for what you have. So always when you have a stressful situation or when you have a problem, please list some three things which you are grateful enough. Just three things. That can be small joys, that can be your supportive relationships, that can be your own accomplishments. That will help you to focus on your next step. Because by thinking about negative words or negative situations, it won't help you to come out of it. Grateful things or positive things will help you to come out of it. So next step, we can see or we can use some philosophies that many well experienced people, scholars have helped us by giving their experiences in terms of philosophies. We have so many philosophies in this world. There is something called stoicism. It says that just go with the flow of the life, just go with the rhythm of the life and accept what you are going through. And there is something called existentialism. It says, even in the situation of chaos, you can find the purpose of your living. There's something called mindfulness. Everybody knows it. Just sit in the present moment and don't think anything else. By practicing these things on a daily basis, for sure, you will excel these philosophies and you will use it in your daily life to come out of the stressful situations. So, friends, these are the 5 steps I would request you to follow when you have a mental stress. Grounding technique to calm yourselves first. Cognitive behavioral therapy, identify, challenge, replace, start thinking of it. Next, third is affirmations. Always have positive feeling that you can do it. Fourth is gratitude practice. And fifth is do some philosophical words, do some philosophical learnings in your surroundings and adapt it in your life. So now over to Nidhi to take care of the next stresses.
All right. Thank you so much, Niveta, for that good techniques we can possess to burst our stress, right? To de-stress ourselves. Now it's my time to have some fun. So now is the time when you can unleash the actor within you. I will give you one situation and one gesture. You have to act it out with for me. All right. I'll give you 30 seconds. Let's see. It's the time for your paparazzi. Can we have show of hands who would like to go first? The first, let me just give it away. The first thing will be the situation is a comedy situation. You can create any comedy, but with hair twirling. The gesture is hair twirling, hair twirling, hair twirling. All right. And the situation is comedy, any comedy. Can be a comedy with your spouse, comedy with your boss, comedy, any comedy. All right. 30 seconds, not more than that. So can we have raise of hands who would like to go first, or should I be the master and choose?
You can choose, Nidhi. No
Yes,
problem.
Sujit. Yes, yes, yes. Sujit. Uh, yes, Sujit, sir. Yes.
Yeah, Nidhi, just can you please just that word? Can you please repeat once? I
Head
didn't get to do
whirling.
it.
Use head whirling gesture in a comic situation.
Okay. So we are getting 30 seconds. No?
Okay, Dinesh, would you like to go? But Sujit, I am going to catch you soon.
Mm. In a comic situation, okay.
Yeah.
I'll
But do you have that? You have to pull your hair.
I'll just
Yes.
put it here and then.
Okay.
Mm.
Say something. You're acting. Say
Uh,
something.
okay. You know my hair are falling, but still I'm twirling.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause for Dinesh? Now, a nail biting gesture in an angry situation. Who's going to go for it? Enid John. Yes. Enid.
Oh, I had it for the hair twirling though, but
Now you do go. You are a pageant. You can do anything.
okay. So you're saying nail biting.
Nail biting, but you have to switch on your video for that. I want to see
Okay.
you.
Okay, just a minute. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm here.
Super.
Yeah.
So nail biting in an angry situation, and like when you're very angry,
Okay.
the situation is very tensed.
So, well, we were I didn't want to go for a horror movie, and I had a meeting with the pageant director the next day. But the whole family took me to watch this movie, and I bit off all my nails, so I had to put false nails the next day. So this is a comedy.
Act it out.
So this is a comedy. Now horror, I mean, it has also got a horror. So because I was watching a movie and I bit off all my nails.
Okay, thank you so much, Enid John. And now we have one more, the last one. Fidgeting in a situation of romance. Who would like to go for it? Fidgeting in a romantic situation. Agnes, you are the first face which is coming in my screen.
In a romantic
Fidgeting while
situation.
romancing.
Okay, so you're going to meet your boyfriend for the first time when you're wearing a skirt. What will you do? You just keep pulling your skirt and your dress here and there. So that is fidgeting which you do.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, the boyfriend will be very happy in that case. But anyways,
Yeah, you're not supposed to be fidgeting to be a nice lady, you see.
yeah, okay. So,
I can show you something like fidgeting while romancing. So I have a rose flower with me, right? So
okay. So,
I'll just
Dinesh,
keep
you are
on.
super ready with everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
Then,
everything there. So I'll be just I'm waiting and she's not coming. What's happening? My rose is, oh God. It's so hot in here. So the rose is just it's shadowing, it's fading. Come on, please, quick, come quick. So that's how I'll be fidgeting.
okay. Yeah, I remember that song. इम्तिहान हो
Okay.
गई इंतजार की. All right, thank you so much, all of you. Nice cohort to come up and be a very nice spot to come up with such wonderful acting. So all I had to say that why I have chosen this as an activity. You must be thinking that why fidgeting in romance? Romance is generally a very subtle mood. So we generally think of, thinking can one of the gestures. Or why hair twirling while comedy? Who does a hair twirling by comedy? Or when you're angry, why will you bite your nail? Why will that way? So all this happens because of one thing, and that is the stress. That is when the behavioral stress doesn't act according to our gesture. And today I am going to talk about behavioral stress. So, Niveta, yes, thank you, Niveta, for de-stressing me. So, what is behavioral stress is basically external response to the challenging situation. And how would stress make you behave? It will be really hard for us to take decisions. At times, it is, we wonder that what is wrong with us? Why aren't we able to concentrate? Behavioral stress plays an important role, imperative role. We sometimes act absent-minded. We forget things. We keep on worrying. People say you're overthinking, but that's not overthinking. At times, why do we overthink? It's because of the stress behind our mind. Subconsciously, we just snap at people without any rhyme or reason. And maybe after that, we go and thank them. But because of certain stress, we tend to behave externally what we do not want to pick or itch your skin, doing constantly like this, or grind your teeth or clench your jaw at times. We do it out of stress. We are just worried about certain things. And then these kind of gestures, behavior come across. So do you all feel ever these things? Have you all faced? Can I have a raise of hands or show of thumbs? Oh, yes. So we are not aliens. All right. So going ahead, how do we overcome behavioral stress? How do we overcome? First and foremost, we should exercise, meditate, deep breath. Yes, healthy food is a very, very important. Some study from WHO showed that if there are certain section of community, they have this very high rich food all the time, and that is when they are behaving very aggressive. So what we intake, it's very simple. What we intake, the outcome shows. So it's very important to have a very well balanced meal and positive thinking. It plays wonder. Positive thinking, honestly, has the ability to move mountains. Yes, plenty of sleep. I remember Dr. Aparna Sethi once said that her sleep is very important for her because then she can go ahead and do whatever the plethora of work she does. And that is why today she is where she is, right? So, tell me, is it uh, isn't it easy to practice? Did you find difficult whatever things I have told you? Is it difficult? No?
No, easy.
Okay. All right. Hmm. Now I have some questions for you. Can you see this image? You can unmute and say what this image says about anyone.
Irritating.
Yes, Subhashi.
Frustration.
Frustration.
Pardon
She's
me?
angry, she's shouting.
Frustration.
Frustration. All right.
Irritating.
Pardon me?
Irritated.
Irritated. Wow. And anybody else?
She's shouting.
She is shouting. Okay. So
Asking.
just a second, Niveta, can we have stop sharing?
Release stress.
Release stress. Okay. Okay, if you say so. So raise your hand if you have experience eating and sleeping too much or too little at times. Not because of anything to do with your appetite or anything. And John, yes. So have you experienced in it?
Yes. Sleep.
Eating too less and too
No, sleep
much
problem.
at
More
times.
than anything else is
Sleep.
the
Okay.
sleep. Yeah.
Okay. So, overwhelming sadness that suddenly you are very sad, and it's just that coming across to people and people just coming that why are you so sad? And inside, like, no, am I sad? Have you all come across these kind of situation? Or pulling away from the people, just staying away from suggestions, from awkwardness, from social awkwardness to be precise, feeling helpless, hopeless. Anybody would like to share anything of that sort that has happened with them and they were not sure that why this is happening to them?
Yeah, I can. I'm
Yes,
speaking a lot,
Dinesh.
but Nidhi, yeah, I just want to share that,
Yeah,
and I'll
a
share
very
it.
small, a very
It's
small.
very small thing, and if you guys have seen me on cameras also, so my
Mhm.
left eye cornea has been ruptured, so I don't have the left eye vision properly, uh, and I was not able to face people because I was not, and at that time, I was not even looking that good, which I was. So I lost my health, and the stress of facing people and how they feel of me was overcoming with me. Like, so that was something which shattered me totally. And the thought were coming like, why am I living? What would I do? But then suddenly I've started practicing something, some healing activities for myself, which I've shared already here. And after which I've gained that kind of a confidence to switch on my camera every time, talk to people, be positive, be myself. So,
Wow, wow. Congratulations. You have overcome
yeah,
your trauma that way. And it's okay. We all indulge in certain things. At times we feel guilty of certain things which are not in our hand. It's so common.
exactly.
Also, we worry a lot unnecessary, and we also have difficulty in adjusting in a very normal situations. So all these, if you have experienced, I have to tell you that if yes is your answer, can I have a screen share, Naveta? If yes is your answer for all this, so you are undergoing, yes, Naveta, please de-stress me with the clicks.
Yes, even I'm trying to de-stress myself with these clicks. Just a minute.
All right. No problem. I can share. It's okay. I can share. So these stresses are also a big problem now. The modern stresses, the technological stresses, which may hamper your webinars, but it's okay when you have a audience like this. You will have very positive thinking, right? So I was saying that whenever we are undergoing all the above stated things, which I was saying, that feeling guilty out of no reason, or eating or sleeping a lot or more, so we are undergoing emotional stress. Not much has been covered, but this is very important. It is a type of stress that causes an intense and negative stress response when someone experiences emotions like worry, fear, frustration, as very nicely stated by all of you about this picture. This picture is a prime example of emotional stress. At times you would like to do, right? So that is nothing but emotional stress. How do we overcome? Very simple techniques I'm going to tell you. Reach out to your family members, reach out to people whom you think are very important in life. Reach out to them, talk to them. Trust me, that will be a stress buster. At times, we don't seek help, but trust me, the famous saying, God help those who help themselves, is very true. If you have to reach out for help, it is okay. It's okay. It's okay to ask for help. As I think Dineshji said about getting indulged in any kind of spiritual, cultural activity. Honestly, personally, I lost my dad. I lost my mother 15 years back, and now dad. So I was shaken a little. Spiritual indulgence, because they were very spiritual people, spiritual indulgence helped me to cope up and bring a new mood. So it will help you to distress your emotional being. This is very important, at times just go and talk to some of the organization and do very simple work, maybe MIS, maybe very, very basic work. It will give you that power of the value of yourself that will help you to de-stress your emotional problems. Again, as I said, just sit on the nature. The nature has the healing power itself, and you will enjoy and feel very relaxed. At times when the situation in office is quite tough, just go out, just go out and sit there. Uh, I will not promote smoking, but I know most of people does. But it certainly lessens the emotional stress at that time. That there is a lot of why me. Why me is a very common phenomena that we all face. So these things will help you to overcome that why me. Now, this is for your homework. Yes, as a takeaway, I would request you to create a happiness jar for yourself. What is that? I'll tell you. Make small chits, okay, of certain things you would love to do in life. You would love to, that's your bucket list. Very, very simple things, very simple things. Like, I would like to dance on this song. I would like to learn a new technique, maybe knitting, or maybe some old technique like tire changing. Just makes those chits and create a jar for yourself. Whenever you are low, whenever you experience those things like feeling guilty about yourself or feeling low about yourself, take that chit out, do that activity, do that activity. Trust me, the emotional stress will just fade away with a click of finger. So this is your takeaway from this. Please make a happiness jar for yourself. And if it works, please do ping me. I will share my email ID and you have my number as well. So with that, I'm going to say that please, please, please de-stress yourself and choose a stress-free life. choose a stress-free life. Nothing else matters but a stress-free life. But before I end, I will have one activity just to end by with a great fun ending. For a great fun ending, I'll just allow me to share my screen. Yeah. Okay, I will share a video, and this video will have some dance steps. All you have to do is copy that dance steps and just be yourself for that milliseconds or for that 2 seconds. Trust me, you will feel good the entire day. Super. Thank you everyone for being a sport, and thank you for listening us out. So we have some handouts to give for your references that how to deal with the stresses. And also we'll be sharing our email ID. If you want to reach out to us, we are there. Okay. So with that, that's the closure for today.
Nidhi, we don't want to close.
Okay.
We loved it a lot. Yes,
We
both
don't want
Oh,
to
Nivita and
go.
Nidhi, you. I mean, it's a
oh,
really,
wow.
really. I mean, I'm very grateful and very much thankful to both of you for. I mean, experiencing this kind of techniques, great techniques. So we'll definitely
Thank
practice.
you.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Sujit. And I
We're
have
so
shared a
glad you liked
Drive
it.
link. I'm
It's
sorry, I'm
beautiful
sorry.
and great session.
Thank you, Shubhas ji.
Yeah.
I have shared you two documents in the chat. If possible, to for all of you to download, you can. Two documents are there, and there is one link. If people who are not able to download from the attachment, you can go to the link directly. It's just a Drive link of my email, where all the three documents. You can find another document in the Drive as well. I'm trying to attach that as well over here. So by using those files, I have three. One is for mental stress that we practiced, and one is for physical stress that we were talking about, and one is the daily tracker, which you can monitor by yourselves by just filling those fill in the blanks questions. Generally, monitoring your own behaviors and your own mental changes will help you to come out of what you're undergoing for sure. Okay, please try to utilize all the techniques which we were talking about in this session. And hope, Nidhi, if you have something to share, you can. Otherwise, the floor is open for the discussion. Whomsoever have any queries, or if you wanted to share your thoughts which you were not able to do in between the session, please feel free to share all your mindful thoughts for all of us to understand what you feel about and extra.
Just
This
one question. Okay, Agnes, please go.
so this topic was something which is related to each and every person in a small way to a large way. So you've really touched everybody and given everyone food for thought. Okay,
Yeah.
because there might be someone who has not been able to touch that area, but with what all that you have spoken today, I'm sure each one has gone a little more inward to find, how they can bust their stress. So girls, you've done a great job, so big
Thank
hand
you.
to you.
Thank you, Agnes, for
Thank
your
you so
compliment.
much.
Really motivates us to go forward.
Yes,
No,
yes.
it's a
And
motivation
de-stress
for us
us.
as well. So it is like the topic itself is like stress, which is very common for everyone. And somehow I believe that a little stress is good also. It's not
Yes, of
that you
course.
are, because if you miss that little stress, it'll stop your journey, right? So you
Of
won't
course.
realize. So I just wanted to add on all of this that okay, being a little stressed is something which is good for you, but
That
over
stress
stress,
should be good stress.
yes,
It
that's
should
a
Mm.
not
good
be bad
stress.
That
stress.
should not be a negative stress.
So it should
I
be a
just say one.
constructive.
Positive,
It should
Yeah.
positive
be
stress. Yes.
constructive. The positive
Yes.
stress is something which is or should be there in everyone's life. And kudos to you. So
So,
nice session.
mhm.
Great energy. still wanting to do this Macarena and
So Dinesh, just to extend whatever you have said, I just like there's a one Hindi saying,
Mhm.
सूरज की तरह बनना है तो सूरज की तरह जलना सीखो, हीरे की तरह चमकना है तो हीरे की तरह प्रेशर में रहना सीखो. So I have to say that if we have to be bright as sun, we need to have that under pressure, but with pleasure. But that will
Exactly.
not be the stress. That will be something we are engaging with.
So it's
So
more of a pressure with pleasure, right? So
yes,
that's how we
always
ended.
pressure with pleasure will make your life full of leisure.
Thank you so much.
Nice
Thank you
one.
so much.
All
And
right.
guys, at the end, I would like to invite all of you to our webinar on the 19th of April. So please make sure you're there.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
we are
yes.
already
And you're
I'm
talking about? You're talking
and
about?
We're taking it from here.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
talk
It's
about the
that
journey
was
inward.
that's the same thing which I was also
Pardon?
about to say that whatever we
Oh,
have
but
done in Friday and Saturday, so it'll be an extension to that. So we just landed up doing something which would be an extension and amalgamation of the two sessions, the Subhashji session and your session.
Your session. So it's a
So
journey inward.
please do attend the session and
of course, we are
self-realize
looking forward.
yourself. And today, that's just like we celebrated, and you people also celebrate the next session as well.
Definitely, definitely. We would love to join.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll love
I
to
want to say one
be here.
thing.
Yeah.
I want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The space management is a big subject, but they have
Yes.
handled quite efficiently.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It needs real courage to
Thank
handle
you.
space
Thank you, Mr.
management within
Subhash.
1 hour.
And I would like to say that you told that the grounding technique is for small stresses. Of course, I believe, of course, I agree with you. But what I was trying to say is when you start practicing the grounding technique for small stresses, by the time you excel that technique, and when you are at a very peak stress, definitely without doing the technique itself, you can calm down yourselves.
Yeah.
That is why I wanted to start practice. I wanted you all to start practice with that small technique because only small steps will go far.
That will
I
be
have gone through
spontaneous then. I mean,
now.
in
Stress
huge
cannot
stresses, that will be spontaneous.
Yeah.
I have gone through all my life so many stresses. Now stress cannot stress me.
Wow.
Wow. That's what I'm
Stress will become
saying.
stress when it sees you.
Subhash sir, stress with you now. So that's
Exactly.
The stress will, yeah.
Withered to stress.
I missed your session yesterday. I'm waiting for the recording. You guys did a very fabulous job, guys. Keep it
Thank
up.
you.
You put it.
Thank you. Thank
You
you,
summarized
Lalita.
it.
Thank you.
You
Thank
summarized
you.
it so
Thank you very
well
much.
within the time frame, and we are really happy to be a part of this.
We
Now,
are glad because you people supported us. You people
Yes.
gave us a warm
You
welcome. That's the reason we
responded.
were able to do it good. Please adjust with some technical glitches in between. I couldn't share something. I'm so sorry, Nidhi, but thanks a lot for the
okay.
patience.
thank you very
is
much
okay.
for attending this session. Thank you very much. You have covered
Thank
a lot.
you.
You have covered a lot. Thank you.
And
Bye-bye.
thank you,
Thank you.
Kashish. Thank you, Preeti,
Thank
for
you.
supporting us. And thank you, ProTouch entire team for
Absolutely.
making
Thank
this
you,
happen.
Prota.
Yeah. I would also say like it was a great session. It was very insightful. And at somewhere we also like everyone can relate that it helps us to know ourselves. Like if we
Yes.
are not knowing that we are doing these things on a regular basis that are actually emotional stress or any other stress. So that things help
Self-awareness and
everyone
mindfulness is
know
the factor.
ourselves. So kudos to both of you.
Self-awareness.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much, ProTouch,
Amazing learning
for bearing us for 1 week, for again and again coming up with the new slides. Thank you so much, Kashish, for your personal touch and bearing us with our frivolous questions at times.
Always welcome, always welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'd also like to appreciate and give thanks to Subhash ji, Dinesh ji, Agnes, Sujit ji, Anit for at the regular active participations on every Fridays. So we are looking for the next session, amazing learning session next week. So that's it. I believe we can wind up for the same for today.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot,
Thank you
everyone.
so
Thanks
much.
a lot.
Have a lovely weekend, everyone. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you. Thank
Bye
you
bye,
all.
everyone.
Thanks for
Have a
joining the
great
session
day.
and making
Thank
it a
you so
wonderful
much.
day.
May you have a stress-free life.
Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Nidhi.
you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.